Hi everybody, welcome back to another video of Nature Kids. Today we'll be doing grade 9 History English Medium, the part 3 version of lesson 1. Today's topic is capture of coastal areas of Sri Lanka by the Dutch. So without further ado, let's get started with the lesson. Peace policy and avoiding conflicts. After King Rajasingha II, his son King Vimaldarma Surya II became king in 1687. He protected the kingdom he inherited and maintained friendly relationships with the Dutch. Some important measures were taken by both parties. Providing Dutch ships to bring Upasampada bhikkhus of higher ordination from Burma, lifting the ban that had been imposed on the Dutch to peel cinnamon in Pittigala Korale, and Dutch company agreeing to buy the king's cinnamon, areca nut, and elephants. After King Vimadarma Surya II, his son Sri Vikramanarendra Singh became king. During his reign, relations with the Dutch gradually worsened. The king expanded trade through Kalpitiya and Puttalama, but the Dutch, seeing this as a loss, closed the harbours. In response, the king restricted trade by banning elephant transport and stopping the sale of spices and food to the Dutch. By this time, people living under the Dutch rule were dissatisfied due to the heavy taxes, unfair practices by tax collectors, and harsh conditions faced by cinnamon peelers. This led to riots in several areas, which the Dutch suppressed by force. Sri Vikramanarendra Singh followed traditions by marrying a Nayakara princess from South India as her chief queen. As a result, many Nayakara relatives came to Sri Lanka, settled in Kandyan areas, and gained important positions, increasing their influence in the royal court. In 1739, King Veera Parakramanarendra Singh died without a male heir. As a result, the brother of the Nayakara queen became King Sri Vijayaraj Singh, marking the end of the royal lineage of King Virumadharma Surya I. Invasion of the Kandyan kingdom by the Dutch. After King Sri Vijayarajasinghe, Kirti Sri Rajasinghe became king. He worked to retrieve Buddhism with the guidance of Ven Velivitiya Saranankara Thiro. With the Dutch support, he sent a mission to Siam and brought monks led by Ven Upali Thiro. As a result, Upasampada was re-established in Sri Lanka in 1753, marking the beginning of the Siam Nikaya. Around 1762, conflicts between the Kandyan kingdom and the Dutch arose. The king sought British support, and the English envoy John Pybus visited Kandy. Alarmed, the Dutch invaded with several forces, but the Kandyan army resisted strongly and forced them to retreat. In 1765, the Dutch invaded again and briefly captured Kandy, but the king fled to safety. Due to disease, bad weather, and continuous Kandy attacks, the Dutch finally withdrew to the Low Country. As conflicts continued for years, the king sought peace. At the same time, the Nayakar rulers faced opposition from Kandyan nobles and Buddhist monks. Aware of this, the king sent envoys to negotiate with the Dutch. Taking advantage of the situation, Governor William Flake imposed favorable terms, and the king agreed to a treaty with 25 clauses in 1766. Here are some clauses of the 1766 treaty, which is in your government textbook. Jaffna, Mana, Kalpitiya, Colombo, Gol Korale, and Trincomalee and the surrounding areas belong to the Dutch. A distance of Sinhalese Gawa into the land from the coast belongs to the Dutch. Here are some pictures from your government textbook that might come for your term test, so study them well. For first we have, on the right side of the screen actually we have Admiral Spilbergen meets King Vimadarmasurya the First. And on the left side of the first row of pictures on our screen we have Jaffna Fort. And the second row, first one, the left side of the screen, we have logo of the Dutch East Indian Trade Company, VOC. And the last one is the green fort looking thing. Yeah, that's the gold fort. And here are some more pictures from your government textbook that you might want to study. First, we have King Rajasingha II, who's the fancy looking man with the overrated jewelry. And next we have that canoe-ish, Ganga-ish type-ish, the canal, which is actually the Hamilton Canal in Colombo. Yeah, I know, fancy name. Anyway, next we have a painting despiting the Dutch soldiers. I'm not quite sure they were Dutch. I'm not quite sure actually the Dutch was that short, but okay, I guess. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. As I always say, do it or make me sad. But do it actually and make me happy. Anywho, it's time for me to go. So, get a nap, I guess, for you guys. Anyway, I hope you guys get good marks for your term test by watching this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, it's Nature Kid signing off. Bye.